guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be testing out the Makeup Revolution concealer. So if you want to see how this works, then just keep watching. Now I know a lot of people have been doing videos on this product. I wanted to do it as well just because one, I wanted to test it myself, but also because I have really dry skin and then also really dry under eyes. So I figured this would be good for people that have dry skin like me to see what it looks like on dry skin. So I'm gonna go ahead, prep my face, and get started. So just so you know how I kind of prep my face since I do have dry skin, because that's also gonna make a difference on how this works. I tend to go overboard and I use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This just happens to be the Nicole Concealio coconut one, which it smells so good. I bought a backup. So I'm gonna be sad whenever this stops because I love the smell. Okay, so I go in with that, but then I also go in with the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. This is actually supposed to be, what does it say it is? It's a mist on moisturizer. You can add it before makeup, blah, 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 blah. So I actually add this after this because this is just wet and dewy and makes it feel good. This though is a moisturizer, but I noticed after a while my face is tacky. So I like that for my foundation, so that's why I do this second. I put a lot on my face because we're not done. Then I also go in with my Smashbox primerizer, and then I just put that on my extra dry spot. So like my nose is extremely dry always, my under eyes, and then my chin. So you don't have to go that in depth, but when it's dry out, which it's been lately, my skin is extra dry, and so it's just really bad. I've been doing that. I know it's excessive. You don't have to do that, but just so you know what my face base is like before going in with this, because that could make a difference. So I'm gonna go ahead, do my foundation off camera, and then I will be right back. Okay, so now my foundation is on. We can go ahead and move into the concealer. For the foundation, I did use the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. I did test this product. This isn't the same one I tested because I tested one that was too dark for me. But if you want to see that, I'll link it up here somewhere. I tested this and their concealer, but today we're going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. So I bought mine at Ulta and it retails for $7. So I got mine in the shade C2. My Ulta was like out of all the shades, so hopefully this will work. I feel like it should be close because it's a yellow tone. So this is what the doe foot applicator looks like. It's bigger than normal, but I know a lot of people are comparing this to the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is definitely smaller. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my under eye. Ooh, she's thick. So I'm not gonna put too much since it's supposed to be full coverage, although that feels like a lot. Oh my god. I did not realize that this was thick. Alright, I do like this color that I picked though. So one side of the face I'm just going to use my sponge, and I always use my sponge, so I'm going to do it for both. But lately, because I am so dry, I've been spraying this on my sponge before doing it. So I'm not going to do that for the one side and then do that for the other side just to see if it makes a difference. So I'm going to hold this, so sorry if it's in your way. So then on this side I am going to spray it with the primer water. And then dab it out. Dab it out. I can't believe we're gonna do this, but I'm gonna zoom you in really close. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-warn you I have a zit, so just ignore it. Let's zoom you in. Okay, so this is as close as we're getting. So I don't know if you can see, it's already creasing, which I'm not surprised because it's thick. But setting it probably should help with that. But I can definitely see it's not full coverage. I don't know if the camera is going to show it as well as it is in person. I can still see my dark circles. I have a spot right here that's really dark, and I don't know what it's from, but I can see it in person. I'm looking at my viewfinder. That's why my eyes are over here. And I don't see it on the viewfinder, but sometimes I do notice that when I'm editing I can see it, so maybe you guys can see it, but I can definitely see it in person. And then my redness is peeking through here. So I'm going to go ahead, zoom you back out, we're going to try to layer this up, and then we'll set it. Let's add some more. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna spray it because I liked how it looked better when it was sprayed. It just looked less dry. That might be in my head. Now that I've put a second layer on, I actually really like it. I like the coverage after that. Maybe if you did it with a brush instead of a sponge, maybe it would help with the coverage staying full coverage, but I'm going to go ahead, let this sit for a little bit, that way it can develop the creases, and then I'm going to pat out the creases and then set it. I'm actually going to use this Wet n Wild color, what is it called? Color Con bronzer, but it's not a bronzer, I mean you can see this, and it's in Reserve Your Cabana. It has a light shimmer to it. So I'm going to put that under my eyes, just giving this a little bit of time so that it'll crease. So what I like to do is I like to have a brush ready, so I'm just going to use this flat brush. It's It Cosmetics Velvet Luxe Plush Foundation Brush, full of powder. It is the 304. I like using this because of its shape. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to just get some on the brush to get it ready. Tap off extra because I don't want a lot since I'm dry. And then I do spray this one more time. And then I go, this is hard to do to show you guys. Then I just get the creases buffed out. And then I immediately, out looking, take this and pat it where the creases are. And I do the same thing to the other side. So I am gonna set my face real quick. I'm gonna use the Coty Airspun. You know, I heard so many people talk about this that I decided to pick it up because it is big and it's cheap. But holy crap, this smells like my grandma's makeup. Like where it's so perfume scented, and it's not a good perfume scent. It reminds me of old lady. I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna be able to use this because it drives me insane. I'm not going to finish my face like I don't do normally because, as you probably know if you watch my videos, I only do my videos on the weekends. It's the only time I have to do them, so I kind of film multiple ones back to back. So this is how I'm going to finish this one. So far, I really like the formula of this. I definitely think you either need to use a brush, or if you use a sponge, you're going to have to use a couple of layers just because it's not as full coverage, especially with the sponge. The sponge is taking some of the product away. Other than that, once you have the 2 layers, it does look nice. It does crease really bad at first. So I definitely would do what I did and just wait a little bit, let it actually crease, and then pat out the creases and then set it. Because that's has helped. I would say this is giving me the normal creases that I normally get. I have creases naturally, so I can't necessarily get rid of them, but I don't think it emphasizes them more than they're already there, if that makes sense. So far I really like this product. I will put in the description box down below how it lasted throughout the rest of the day and if it still held up. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.